Hello everybody, let's have a quick look at the overall health of Bitcoin and altcoins, because everyone loves altcoins. Why wouldn't you? They've been beaten up badly for a long time now, and they've got to turn around at some point, so let's have a look at one thing first. That first thing we're going to look at is the total too. It's basically the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, so all cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin are lumped into one chart here, telling you the entire market cap that's involved with it. And it has shrunk massively down to below 60 billion. Looks like we're coming down again, to be honest with you, and our next line of support is quite a long way away. You know, it's down another basically 10 billion. You can come down all that way, and even further than that. Believe me, you can come down even further than that. The ultimate bounce will be around about 40 billion, so that's losing another 20 billion in market cap across the board with all altcoins combined. It looked as though we wanted to have a little recovery, and as you can see, we were bouncing in between these two guys here, supported on the green 50, rejected on the white 200. We were waiting to see if we could bounce and break above that. That would have been a turning point, creating maybe even a golden cross. But unfortunately, it's broken down. It's broken down really bad, pretty much making new lows since the run. So it probably will be coming down a little further than this, to say the least. I'd say maybe we'll be losing another 10 to 20 billion in market cap before this reverses or even tries to reverse. There may be little runs in between. It's a very difficult chart to get heads or tail of. But once it's gone bullish, it'll be very clear that it's gone bullish. What we want to see is we need to see support being held above the green 50, as we saw here, climbing up, dancing our way up. As soon as we start to see things like that, there is an opportunity for us to go bullish. What we saw back here was an opportunity for it to go bullish, but it broke down at the last minute, probably because Bitcoin did exactly the same. Bitcoin broke down and took the altcoins with it, and altcoins can't really be bullish when Bitcoin is bearish. That it just would not happen. It's just not going to happen. Not yet. Might happen one day, but at the moment they pretty much live in the same category. I only take Bitcoin out of this one because we want to see altcoins. We don't want to see Bitcoin. So again, at the moment we're going bearish. We will be bearish on all altcoins, and we will be bearish for another between 10 to 20 billion US dollars in market cap. So quite a big fall there. We will know when there's an opportunity for us to go bullish again, when we climb on, and we have to get above first of all the green 50, but then the ultimate goal is to get above the white 200. Once we're above the white 200, it should be plain sailing. That's generally the way it works. But at the moment we're just forging a wider gap between the two. They're both negatively sloped, so yeah, it's not going to work out anytime soon. It would take a monumental push for this chart to change. And at the moment it doesn't look like it wants to. Now for Bitcoin, we've got the Bitcoin dominance chart here, looking actually a little bit better than the altcoin market cap, I have to say. Even though Bitcoin is not looking good, altcoins are looking worse, so that's what's caused this differentiation. So Bitcoin is still stronger than the majority, if not all, of the altcoins, despite the fact that Bitcoin is dying slowly. So the Bitcoin dominance is being currently rejected underneath the green 50, so it's pretty bearish still. Let's face it, but it's definitely better than an altcoin. What we want to see on the Bitcoin dominance is us to break down beneath this 200 EMA. Once we've broken down beneath there, we may struggle to get above it, and that will give altcoins that shot of that will give them the opportunity to break above Bitcoin and start to make much bigger, faster gains than what Bitcoin will do. But at the moment, it's not looking like that's likely to happen anytime soon. And again, with the state of this chart looking extremely bearish, and this chart kind of looking bearish but a lot more constructive, I think alts are going to get beaten up a little more, or maybe quite a lot more actually. As Bitcoin declines in price, Bitcoin's likely to be coming down into the 6,000s and maybe lower area. At the moment, what's happening with Bitcoin is that we're dancing around within this descending triangle wedge. We will be bouncing around essentially within this area until one decides to break for the up or breaks to the down. My expectation is to break to the down and form ourselves into this other wedge. and this other wedge will be probably the deciding factor. If we break above there, which I expect we will do, and we have a candle body close above this descending trend on a daily, we will probably be bullish. Now if it doesn't happen within this one, it should happen within this one, but if it doesn't happen within this one, then things will be very, very scary for every cryptocurrency out there, Bitcoin especially, because Bitcoin then will be forming another descending triangle at a much lower level that could bring us below 4,000 into the 3,000s and maybe lower. So basically back to where we started almost a year ago, which isn't impossible. It's not unlikely, but it's I mean, it's not likely to happen, but it's definitely possible. So just a quick recap: alts are dying, Bitcoin is dying, but not at the same speed. Bitcoin is in the middle of an area which is deciding to either break to the up or break to the down. So placing shorts or longs in this area would be foolish. It's a matter of support and resistance within here, and this is where you want to make your bet. If you want to short, you could take a stab at shorting at the descending trend. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, so it's not financial advice, but if you were to take a short, you'd want to take a short on this descending trend at some point, have a tight stop loss quite tight above it, just in case it does go bullish. If you want to place a long, you could risk taking a long at the bottom of this support level, which was you could call it 6,600, with again a tight stop loss of just beneath it, just in case it breaks down, which it could do. So it's support and resistance within this area, and eventually it will break one way or the other. My expectation is to break to the down, and then we'll start the whole process again, and then probably break up and break out of that one, and we'll go bullish again. Simple as that. So the time frames are going to be like this. I would expect bearish until next year, and then probably go super bullish in January or thereabouts. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice evening. Take it easy.